protocol. You shouldn't kill. He has made a pact or an agreement to. And then he will turn around and then come again and says that you can kill so and so because of what they did. No. So we have to realize that it could be that since every prophet go out there and claim to be sent by God, there are spirits out there just as there are so many people out there, and all these different spirits might come up with their own mental idea, their own sort of belief or their instructions. And since we haven't got the eyes, or that person who had the vision, who believed that he was sent by God, didn't know who was talking to him or who sent him, might easily presume that it is coming from the Almighty God. And that can easily be the case. There are so many instances where an angel will come upon somebody, and then that person, the translation will reveal that, oh, God came upon me and I've seen God. In one time, in the book of Judges, when Samson was being born or getting pregnant, the woman, the mother of Samson, saw a messenger came to her and gave her a message. Instantly, the Samson's mother and the husband, you can read the story, you realize that they were conflicting the issue. They were thinking it was God, and even to some extent that the husband was saying that if we have seen God, then we will die, because no man can lay eyes on God. Which is the idea of which was what they believe at that time, that if any person sees God or look upon God, that person will die. Then the wife then turned in and said, no, we will not die, because it's neither here nor there. If we were supposed to die, then we would have died long ago. But since it is something that is meant for us to see him, then we will not die. Meanwhile, whoever they saw at that time was not God. It was probably a messenger or an angel. But if you look at the translation or the writings, it conflicts us that the people are looking as making it the angel look like the angel is God. Some instances, even Angel Gabriel or whoever angel that appears to people can be seen or being called. Even it happens with the disciples sometimes. And John was saying, who am I speaking to, when he was having his vision? And the angel or whoever speaks to him at that time had to tell him that I'm an archangel, or I am that, to sort of identify who he really is. Because nobody knows who God is or what God looked like. We don't have a clue who he looked like. Even with the Jesus family, nobody knows what Jesus looked like. So if people today claim that they see Jesus in a dream, how foolish are they looking? It makes them look stupid. It makes them look foolish. What did they see that makes them claim that it is Jesus? What did they see that made them think that it is Yehoshua? There is nothing there that made them should make them make a wild claim. But that is the case. People make all these claims saying that is it. I saw that. And fine, people buy into the story because people are desperate to see. People are desperate to know these things. So when you say that these things, it does catch the mind. It does attract people to you, and they sort of believe or buy into the story, or they come around to see if something will happen. Something will happen to sort of justify whatever claim that you have made at that time. And this is the situation. So knowing this, we can also look at Genesis and see what the writings say. In Genesis chapter 2 or to 3, when man sinned, we realize that at the end of the day, the voice that we took heed or we listened to has still been the voice that controls us. Whether it's that voice that has been mixing the messages with the true God, I can't really tell, because it looks like that is the case, that there are the claims of all these prophets or the writer is revealing that the source of these messages is not coming from one person who we are supposed to accept as the God who said the commandment. Another person, I believe another spirit, made the commandment. Another spirit then comes to Moses or comes to another person and asks him to go and do that act or do something against what the law has said. So it's just like the beginning, what happened. When God created man, he told man that you should not eat from the tree that has got the tree that has got good and bad fruits on it, the tree of good and evil. You should not eat from that tree. And then another voice came to them again and told them that, hey, who say you cannot eat from this tree? You cannot eat from this tree. But if you eat, it will make you look like God. There is always another voice that comes into place to make you do the opposite of what you are supposed to do. So another spirit set the law that thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not adulterate, thou shalt not fornicate. And then another spirit comes in and says that, oh, you can freely do as you so please. There is nothing wrong. You can kill these people, destroy them. I will lead you to kill these people. I'll lead you to do that. And so there are so many voices coming in there and making us confused. But since glory comes after all these things, people, we don't seem to recognize it. For instance, you go out there and you have got strong enemies who are they are disputing with you over so many things, and you have got the power to conquer them, to kill them all, and everything that they have becomes yours. Since you are the strong man at that instant, you sort of enjoying the moment, so you don't seem to realize that you are offending in any way. That is what happened to the Jews when they were carrying the 10 Commandments around, when they were carrying the ark around, and they saw they knew the laws in the ark. But even though they were going against the law, they think that, hey, God is with us. He's telling us to do that, so we are above the law. There is nothing that can go against us. He wants us to do. He said the law. He can do whatever he so pleases. If he says that we can go out there and do that, then we can go out there and do just that. And they were enjoying the moment. So also, at certain points, they endure the pain that comes along with it. Whether it is another God that has been upset because they have disobeyed him, nobody knows. I mean, human beings is being sent back and forth. We cannot spend our life in that way. We have to come to a point of realizing that we have given up. We have given room to another entity, another living beings that we cannot see, and they control our lives. We have given room of our own room of our life to another force of spirit, the spiritual realms or the spiritual living beings, and they keep ruling our lives. They keep telling us to do that, to go here, without solidly giving us evidence of who they are or what they are. Anybody claiming spirit is just rampant these days. Everywhere, it's all over the place. Everybody make claim of that. Now, why is that? Because, as I said, from just Genesis 1, 2, 3, I haven't even gone to 4, 5, 6, and we can see that analyzing these things, there is a high probability of confusion that is coming out of just this small part. We haven't even gone to other books as well. Just this small book, we are seeing so many things that we haven't considered seriously when it comes to faith in that regard. So it is critical and it is serious. It is something that we have to know that if we claim God and we imagine who God is, and we give him all the precedence of good name, of high standards, of high morals, of wisdom, of great wisdom, of whatever, omnipotency, great names, we have to realize that his books or anything that we use to present him, or anything that we think that came from him, must really relate or must really somehow